Hello, this is me, and this is Venom. This is a new and improved version of the previously considered best melon farm design. But to start off, I want to say that this farm does work the exact same way for pumpkins, but I farm melons. And the way this started out was by me being fed up with a lot of the flaws of the previous design and employing Venom for help. Now this new version is not only easier to build, faster to build, completely eliminates the need for any trapdoors and ladders like the old design had, but it also provides more accessibility out of the farm for easy navigation when killing pests, as well as slight BPS improvements. This is the final product behind me, and now I'm going to show you how to build it and explain a little more in detail how to do it. First things first, you're going to need an infinite dirt wand, a builder's ruler, a prisma pump, a basket of seeds, a hoe of great distilling, and a magical water bucket. First thing you want to do is to either call the builder or go to the hub and go this way, right next to the fountain. You're going to find this little house. You're going to talk to him, go to variety, and buy 20 stacks of soul sand. You're going to need around 18, but rather have more than too little. Down here, you can get some TNT that's going to help you with building. You should get 2 stacks. I got 3 by accident. Then you're going to go back to your garden. Fly to the plot you want to start at. And the first thing you're going to want to do is have your soul sand in your builder's ruler and plant 1 row. Leave 2 spaces and then keep going until you have a total of 12 rows. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then you're gonna go and plant TNT in the empty spots. Like this. And then go into your builder's ruler and put the infinite dirt wand in the first slot. It automatically selects it and you won't plant this whole side anymore. You're gonna just fill up all the slots above the TNT with dirt. Like this, and then you're just going to do the same thing again up above. Place TNT like this on all the rows. And then plant dirt on top of it again. And then one more time, same thing. TNT. And then dirt on top. Once you've done this, you can go ahead and remove the TNT. Just like this, it breaks instantly. That's why we use TNT. Just the easiest way to quickly get rid of it again. And then you're gonna want to start already tilling the right side of every dot. Just like this. Make sure you hit them all. If you accidentally hit the left side, it's not a big deal. It goes away by its own. Because you're only gonna plant on the right side. Just like this. Now comes the twist. So for the irrigation, we found out that you don't actually need the water in the farm continuously. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off here, and on the 3rd row, we're gonna go up and place another dirt layer here. Take our prisma pump and let the water flow here. Once it reaches the end, we're just gonna go ahead, take our builder's ruler and remove the dirt layer so the water flows down. It never goes here because it wants to go the quickest way down, and it's gonna go into this hole. And through that, it's gonna irrigate up to this and then up to here, which is exactly what we want. If you get a message in the chat that the water flowing is temporarily disabled, that's not a big deal. Just wait it out. It's gonna go away by itself. I'm just gonna do this for every 3rd row now. So 1, 2, 3. then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I already placed this row of dirt. Just gonna place the prisma pump, then remove the dirt. Once the flowing enables itself and all the water flows down, all rows will be irrigated and you can already start planting your seeds. To get melon seeds, you can just get some melons and craft them into seeds. Basically it. If you have a personal compactor with enchanted melon slices, turn it off. Just go into your sack, take some melons out. I always throw all the stack, go in here, and then just craft a melon seed. What I would recommend is actually having anything else in your inventory that has a recipe. Then you can go ahead, take like some brown mushrooms for example, fill your inventory with melons, throw one out, go here. Then you're gonna want to go into more quick craft options because it's gonna not slow down your quick crafting, which is the case if you don't use the extra menu but just use these 3 slots. You're gonna go into your basket of seeds, put all the melon seeds in, and then you can just start planting. Just like this, until you're running out again, then you craft more seeds. And so on. I'm not gonna do the entire thing now, but you get it. Should you notice a case like this in your farm where the water pump didn't fully irrigate the row, you can just take your magical water bucket and fill it up manually. Like this. It's gonna have the same effect in the end. As you can see on my farm, I have a layer of glass above it. It's because once you're in the farm and you have cleared out the melons and you want to get out, you can just shift right click with your ATV to get on top of it. This can be any block. I just have it at glass because I prefer it. It can be dirt, it can be anything. But this is an easy way to just get out of your farm anywhere. It's also the reason why we built this farm. Because before there used to be ladders which would block the ability to get out. Now you can just get out from anywhere, and once you fix the sides so that there's no melon block here to block you off, you can get in anywhere. As you can see, I have no issues getting into my farm. Getting out of the farm is super easy as well due to the roof on top. Once you've planted all your crops, you're going to want to go ahead and copy the plot by going into your desk, configure plots, left clicking the plot you build your farm in. This is going to be plot 12 for me. Save preset, select the name, in this case right, and then figure out whatever you want it to look like. Any icon, it's fine. You just have to recognize it. And you're going to want to start pasting that alongside your garden. You want it 5 plots long, and the 12 rows as we did them are fine to be infinite. If you have a high enough garden level, like garden 12 up, should be fine. Once you've done that, you have to unfortunately wait for all the stems to be fully grown. It's gonna take a while. We're gonna cut ahead to that. Once your farm's grown and fully pasted over all 5 plots, you can go ahead and head to the hub and go to the NPC called Plumber Joe and buy sponges off of him to remove the water. You can also call him with your iPhone if you have the contact. I was gonna assume most people don't. And you're gonna head back to your garden, go to where you built your farm, and just remove the water by placing sponges. You're gonna have to do that for all 5 plots. Every 3 rows, just remove the water. We do not need it anymore. Melons have the advantage that only the stems need water to grow, but once the stems are fully grown, the actual melon blocks do not need water to grow, which is what we're abusing right now with this farm. It's one of the biggest changes compared to the old design, and the reason why we do not need any of the trapdoors and ladders anymore, because we simply don't have water. Now, assuming you have all of this done, we can start making the ends. If this is your start point, then you go into this direction and come back here. Once you are here, you're gonna need some dirt. I'm gonna get this from the builder right now. As well as some snow from the bazaar. Then just get snow blocks. And then we have to craft them into snow layers. Once you have that, you're gonna close off this area and break through here. Now you're just gonna go ahead and place 8 layers of snow for all the blocks to make a path to walk through at the end of every row. The reason for using snow layers is because they have the same height as soil sand. Soil sand does not have the same height as things like dirt. You don't want to change your height in the middle of the farm. The reason for not using soil sand in the turn is because it's slow, and the turn is where you lose BPS. So we want to be as fast as possible here, which the snow allows because we are not slowed down. So we go from slow to quick to slow. That's why we use snow. Now we're just gonna end up doing that for, well, basically every row. Right here, you do it again. Break through here. Do this. Snow layers below you. Close off the ends. And so on. Gonna end up doing that for all the rows. The other side, same thing. But you're gonna come here, start off on this row. Break through here, break the dirt and the soil sand. Place the snow layers below you. Close off the ends. And continue in the next. You're gonna go again, break through here, blend snow. Well, I don't have any more, but finish this up, close off the ends, and do that till the end. Now, the way you farm this is no different than before. You can use a sneaky mouse mat if you have the coins for it. It is a little expensive at 3.5 million, but you can right click it, set your yaw and pitch. You want any variation of 90, minus 90, 0, 90 or 180, which is 0. And on the pitch you want minus 58.5. That's the important one. Once you've done that, you can just stand on your block, left click, and it's automatically gonna flip your yaw and pitch to what you have. Now the spawn block itself cannot be soul sand. It has to be a full block. As you can see, if I walk here, I drop down onto the soul sand. That's because the soul sand isn't a full block. It has to be dirt or any other full block. That's your spawn point. Now, if you don't have the sneaky mousepad itself, what you can do is you can go into /skyhoney and search for the sensitivity. It's a sensitivity reducer. You can enable that. That's gonna lower your sensitivity. Then you also have the yaw and pitch display. Enable that. That makes it so when you hold a tool, you can see your yaw and pitch on the screen. And what I recommend in addition is use your Optifine zoom. Gonna make it even easier to set your yaw and pitch by hand. Again, you want 90 on your yaw, any variation, and then minus 58.5 on your pitch. And that's basically it. Once you've done that, you can just lock your mouse with sh mouse lock, warp garden, start farming. Now if you've done all that, your farm should look something like this. You're gonna want to be at 400 speed, preferably in fermenter boots, holding W, then just moving left to right with A and D or whatever you've bound to while constantly braking. Of course, this should be 5 plots long. This is only one plot for demonstration purposes, but as you can see, It's going very well. I lose hardly any BPS on the turns. That is also due to the turns not being as long as in the other old design, simply because we are saving on space because we don't need the water. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop any comments. I'll be answering to anything I see, and have fun farming.